This is a model of Moza, built by Samsung Heavy Industries of South Korea and launched in 2007. Moza is one of the most important ships in the history of fuel transportation by sea. She is an LNG carrier, meaning that she is designed to transport liquefied natural gas. LNG carriers are among the most difficult vessels to build. Moza was the first of a new type of LNG carrier, known as QMAX. At 345 meters long and towering 20 stories tall, from keel to masthead, Moza can carry a staggering 266,000 cubic meters of LNG, enough natural gas to meet the energy needs of 70,000 homes for an entire year. QMAX liners are the largest LNG carriers in the world. The Q in their name refers to Qatar, and Max means that they are the largest vessels able to dock at the LNG terminals in Qatar. She is named after Moza bint Nasser, wife of Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Thani, who was Emir of Qatar at the time of her launch. LNG is created by transforming natural gas into a liquid state by cooling it to -161 degrees centigrade. The process reduces it in volume 600 times. It is clear, odorless, and colorless. As a fuel, it produces 40% less carbon dioxide than coal and 30% less than oil, which makes it the cleanest of the fossil fuels. It does not emit soot, dust, or particulates. The cutaway in her hull demonstrates how the liquid gas is stored. A thin layer of corrugated stainless steel acts as a primary barrier or membrane. These ridges absorb the thermal contraction when the tank is cooled down to store the gas. Then there is a layer of insulation, followed by a secondary membrane barrier, and a further layer of insulation. Effectively, the tanks thus act as a thermos to keep the LNG cool. Moza's tanks have been designed to standards of hull structure in excess of previous LNG carriers and are the largest shipboard LNG tanks ever built. She marks a step change in LNG shipping by reducing transportation cost whilst improving energy efficiency and reducing emissions. The innovative QMAX ships carry up to 80% more cargo, yet require approximately 40% less energy per unit of cargo than conventional LNG carriers. This is due to economics of scale and the efficiency of her specialist, slow-speed, electronically controlled diesel engines. She is also designed with the latest hull anti-fouling protection and improved fire protection systems. Other notable innovative features are her twin propellers and rudders, which offer significant advantages when decelerating and maneuvering such a large vessel in the confined spaces of a port. There are 2 separate engines. In case of engine failure, the failed engine can be decoupled, allowing the ship to maintain a speed of 14 knots. Most important of all, however, are her onboard reliquefaction units. During transportation, there is always wastage, as some of the liquid boils off and turns back into a gas. In a typical 20-day voyage, anywhere from 2 to 6% of the total volume of the LNG originally loaded may be lost. To mitigate this, Moza is built with units that turn that gas back into liquid. This reduces LNG losses, which produces both economic and environmental benefits. All of these innovations were approved and certified by Lloyd's Register, and the end result was a 20 to 30% reduction in transportation costs and 40% lower energy requirements and carbon emissions than conventional LNG carriers. Moza is a ship that is pioneering our journey as we move towards a carbon-free future.